Here's a method to turn a classical tune into a generative piece of music. So I'm going to go to some MIDI. I've downloaded some MIDI for this classic Bach tune. We need to give it an instrument. This is my favorite Ableton piano. Okay, we all know that well. I'm just going to grab the first 16 bars of that. And then what I'm going to do is steal the chords from it. So Ableton's got this plugin called Expressive Chords. And it basically makes one note. You can play whole chord palettes by fingering one note at a time. But I can take this piece of MIDI and I press import. And it takes the combinations of notes from this MIDI and forms the chords from them. So now that would nearly be enough. Like if I grab a breakbeat from here, I'm just going to loop here. Where am I? Maybe. You could get a tune happening pretty quick, but what if I was to grab something like a sequencer? So I might go to here and sounding like Steve Reich straight away. I'm going to slow. I'm going to randomize the velocity too. I might also randomize the note length. So I'll go to here, this is my MIDI note length, and I'm going to get an LFO from my modulators here. And let's modulate the note length, put a slower rate, offset it a bit higher. That's cool, that's starting to form an idea. So what I might do is I'll rack that, but then maybe if I create a new chain, and I might get another style of sequencer. So if I go back to my MIDI effects, and let's go melodic steps, and I know that this Bach tune is in the key of G, so I'm actually going to select, it's in G major, my root note to be G4, a higher octave. And let's see, oh, that might be too high. I'll try and get some more octaves happening here. It's all a little bit too high. Make the highest. Okay, I'll slow it down a bit. I might do the same with note length. And then I'll give this its own LFO for the note length. Maybe I might make this a little bit faster just to put them out of phase. I make these odd numbers so the sequences take longer to meet up again. might just add a bit of delay for some vibe. Try go straight to the source. Turn the noise off. And maybe I want to change right now. This sequencer is only drawing from a specific palette of chords. So if I can get my MIDI pitch tool, and maybe if I just throw it up 7 semitones, it'll grab another cluster of chords. So that's from the end of the piece of music here. You can hear as it's evolved. I might get and it'll go back to the start. Anyway, that's now an evolving piece of music, and its DNA comes from its DNA comes from the Bach cello. Really, maybe I can actually play them both together. Let's do that. So I can treat that maybe as the solo. Here we go. I'll turn that off. I'm just going to throw this up an octave. That's too busy, so I'm just going to make the notes twice as long here. 4 times as long. Maybe I can change this piano sound to help that stand out. What if we make it like a synth sound? I love this. This is like the closest thing I think to a Prophet 5, this Trinidad Plucks preset here. Oh, nasty. Maybe I should do it the other way around and make the melody the Trinidad Plucks, and I can put the other one as the Reflection multi-sample. Maybe this becomes the bass line. It's working. Let's see if we can get another sequence happening here. Yeah, so anyway, that is how to generate song ideas or create generative music using the DNA of a classical song. Enjoy.